Hello everyone. Alright. Now, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. If you're a Frickbear 3 aficionado, you might have immediately noticed the two characters in the corner. This is actually going to be my second attempt at the ultimate ending. What happened is that I forgot to buy the teleport files. Who will you go along with? I didn't buy the... So, I was thinking, since at least before the first part, my mind's a little all over the place right now, but you know, just like for every part I went through each difficulty, and I was thinking, at least before the first part, if I was able to go through each difficulty, I would do the ultimate ending with Fritz. So... I forgot my name! Okay, I need to like review G-Zone's Fritz take. Alright, I need to make a lot of money somehow.
Hello? Hello?
I would do... Sorry, Deku Scrubloid. I assume that I think you are the first phone guy, but... I would do Fred Sweeper, but I'm very... Like, I know how to play that, I'm just very bad at winning consistently. So... Circus Sorter it is for now. I'm also just gonna skip this night, because I'm probably not gonna die, so... Alright. Not bad, not bad. I will do my best Fritz G-Zone impression. Alright. What? A rush! Those animatronics, they're like something I've never seen! The movements, the intelligence, it's simply fascinating! And the chance to see them face to face! Oh, could this night get any better? Oh. I will also be doing my best boss impression. There's only so much I can do with my feminine voice.
Rain, hey, is this stupid thing on? Hey, Stooge, great work tonight or whatever. Big news, your good-for-nothing coworker isn't picking up his calls, so it looks like you get to work overtime.
Overtime?
That's right, overtime, now move
The phone drops from your hand and clatters as it hits the pavement. Your hands are trembling.
Hey, Stooge, can you hear me? Hello?
I'm the luckiest man alive. I said this in my failed ultimate ending run, but if anyone else on the dev team is watching this, give me a grade on my my impressions. Especially with Fritz and the boss, I guess. Oh boy. Alright. I do want to get like the same holy lag. I do want to get the same animatronics I got in my failed attempt. So I need to look back at the footage that I have. Alright, let me go salvage everyone. Hello, Diego. Hello, Zachary Attackery. Hello, Zachary Attackery 2 and salvage location 1. I need to get you too. Hang on a second. I think we're gonna get a lot of G-Zones this run, because G-Zone is a good voice actor and voices a lot of characters in this game. Hello, G-Zone number 2. Or would it be number 1? Because technically Springtrap is kind of an optional character. But anyways. I'm going to buy Bear Change because I do want another way of getting tokens. I do want Retina Burner, but I think I might want to buy that later on, so just Bear Change for now. Alright. I hope I don't lose my dollars. Okay, here we go. Sorry, Cario. That was okay. I think I could have gotten a little more money, but it's fine. Also, sorry if there's any noise in the background. There's 2 people outside. It seems that they're arguing. If you knew what was good for you, you'd leave him to me. Neither of you have any idea what you're getting yourselves into here.
What? So you can boss him around? Fat chance! You reek of ulterior motives. In fact, you reek in general. Jeez, why do you smell like that?
Wow, only a day on the job and people are already fighting over me. What a spectacle! Ah, there you are. Yes,
well, hello there, gorgeous. Yes, you're just who I wanted to see.
What? Hey, I was talking.
Ladies first, Stinky. It's not like you had anything worthwhile to say anyhow.
Well, don't keep me waiting. What was it you wanted to tell me?
Well, boy, am I glad you asked. See, you got a little something I want. Well, you got a lot, actually, but whatever that other stuff you brought home with you was, doesn't matter to me right now. You know that green, moldy bunny guy you salvaged? See, funny thing, he actually belongs to me.
Under what circumstances? You know neither of you should be handling that thing. Listen, what was your name? Most people call me Disturbed, but you may call me Fritz.
You can call me Fritz, rather.
Yes, Fritz. I apologize if we got off on the wrong foot, but I only want to make one thing clear. Certain things at this company are not to be trifled with. That rabbit is very much one of them.
Do you mean Springtrap or do you mean me?
I understand that you're new around here. Consider yourself lucky that you still have time to change course. Being around as long as I know I have my fair share of regrets. If I were in your shoes, well, I would have loved to get out while I still had the chance.
Are you threatening him?
I am only warning you, both of you. If you continue down this path, touching things that should not be touched, I feel you won't be happy when they come back to bite you.
You would know a thing about bites, wouldn't you?
Excuse me?
Oh, come on, what's with that look? It was just a joke. Oh well, you get the picture, don't you, Fritz? You got 2 choices here. You can go along with me, or you can bore yourself to death with whatever that guy's got planned. I have a feeling you'll make a right choice in the end.
And just like that, the mysterious rabbit hopped, skipped, and jumped back into the darkness.
Phew, good riddance. Listen, Fritz, was it? I like to believe you have good intentions with whatever it is you're doing here, even if I do not fully understand them. In fact, I appreciate that you brought that mask back with you. If you happen to find any more, I would love to take them off your hands. Just steer clear of that rabbit, will you? You'll be better off if you don't get your hands dirty.
And the hooded man takes his leave as well.
To think there's not only somebody, but two somebodies out there who value these trinkets as much as I do. It thrills me. I've really found the right career path. And like with any path, I have a duty to follow this one up to its logical extreme. I should see how they react if I do this 3 more times.
Lots of characters to voice. This is gonna be fun. It's okay, because I've been playing Block Tales and I've been doing a lot of voices for that. Block Tales is coming after I finish up with the Frickbear stuff, so let's go interact with that door first. Knock knock. RWQ, I think it's one of these. A. Alright, so I think it was the F comes before the A. I don't know, but oh yeah. I think I read the note in the first run, but I'll read it just because I read all the notes in the last run. Henry came into work for the first time in a while today. He was raving like a lunatic and dragged in this black bear animatronic in with him. Whatever this thing is, he seems to value it a lot. He told us we were the only ones who could keep her safe or something along those lines. I mean, I suppose I'm happy he trusts us like that, but man, he's really losing it. I didn't want to say to his face, especially considering what he's been going through, but is he really in any condition to be running this whole company? The guy needs some time to grieve. Hopefully he can sell it off to somebody new like he was planning to. I don't think the sight of these things is good for him. They might not be good for me either. This one in particular gives me the creeps. Either way, if you're reading this, I'm assuming you're the guy he hired to take care of this thing. If that's you, congrats! This is your problem to deal with now. Amazing. There's a few notes that I missed. I don't know if I read this one. Okay, I'm sure the engineers are playing some sort of prank on me. Who the hell programmed BB to be such a kleptomaniac? It was already annoying enough when it was just flashlights, but last night I tried to leave only to find he stole my car keys too. If he tries to snatch one more thing from me, I'm gonna have to do something about it. Like Fixie. There's also the note by the arcade machine that I forgot to read. We are officially ending our put coin slots in every animatronic initiative due to unforeseen technical issues. It has been found that the token receptacles installed into our animatronics tend to come loose with movement. As a result, animatronics may drop tokens when performing or when bumping into doors while in free roaming mode. When this happens, please clean them up as to ensure customers don't get any freebies. Thank you, management.
You ready?
You ready?
Alright, come on, Zach. You were also voiced by Raining Ketchup, right? Okay, me. I am eligible to get the files now. No, it's fine. I'll just get JJ. If I get employee discount, that'll save me a little bit of token and a little more time. Very little, but and with a lot of games, time is really important to have. I would like Bear Change Plus. That's also a little more expensive though, so I might... But I am losing time as the nights go on. I'm going to lose more time to play minigames, so I might just want to do... But then, as the night goes on, the animatronics ramp up some more, and that's going to take time. Like, I won't be able to check out the shop, so I might want to just buy a mini multiplier. No, I think I should buy a mini multiplier. Then I'm just gonna do all that. Okay. Alright, there. I'm gonna lose my $5 because I do not know how to avoid the endos here. It's a little difficult to tell where they are exactly. Okay, I need to lock in. Sorry. Alright, it's gonna get worse from here. I'm doing okay. That man from last night is back.
You know, I can't help but wonder what it is you're trying to accomplish here. Is your boss giving you a bonus for these? Or are you just curious what might happen? I just struggle to see what your motive is here, especially when I doubt you even know what these things even are. The rabbit, for example. Do you know who or what exactly he is?
Some manner of effigy for dread and despair? I don't know, but he's been a pushover so far. Don't worry about me.
I'm more concerned with what consequences freeing him and the others will have. Consequences you clearly don't grasp the weight of. Listen, let me tell you about this friend I once knew. He was a bit rough around the edges, made plenty of mistakes, but he had a good heart. Always wanted to do the right thing, you know, and I liked that about him. Yet he was also horribly stubborn. He had this harebrained plan, and he insisted he do it all himself. His cross to bear, so he said. He became obsessed, fully submerged in his work. Maybe because he was in over his head, or maybe just to try and drown out his guilt. But soon, he began meddling with forces far outside his control. Do you want to know what happened to him? He turned up dead, his brain splattered across the walls of his study. Maybe you won't realize it now, maybe you won't even realize it until after it's too late. But you'll come to realize these things were sealed away for a reason. And so, the man vanishes back into the darkness yet again. His stare seems to pierce right through you as he walks away.
Everything is done for a reason. Maybe not reasons you or any reasonable person could reasonably understand, but something beyond reason. It's the reasoning of the reason we've yet to reason. Good God, I love that word. I wonder the reason why.
There you are. Glad to see you found your way here again. Alright. Some horror attraction. Do they really think a flat, still image of Freddy is gonna frighten anyone? You should have seen the look on your face. Alright, $3 baby.
Well, I suppose I could.
3, 9, 5, 2, 4, 8. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know if I read this, but I'll read it. Anyways. Struggling restaurant chain finally finds buyer, February 10th, 2005. After a slow decline over the past 2 decades, and several changes in leadership since the loss of the company's former CEO, the infamous local chain Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has finally been sold to a lone entrepreneur. After months of struggling to find a buyer, this individual turned up as the only bidder for the company. While this entrepreneur wished to remain anonymous, he did have the following to say regarding the surprising acquisition.
Tragic past? Bah, whatever. Everybody loves pizza, right? This place will make me rich.
I cannot roll my R's.
Besides, you wouldn't believe how cheap this place was. It's like they were giving it away.
Shortly after its purchase, the chain was rebranded under the new name of Freddy Frickbear's Pizza. When asked what the reasoning behind the change was, the new owner responded, "I thought it would be funny." Not much has been heard from the company's now former CEO, Phineas Talbert, since the acquisition. Though given the events leading up to the purchase, he likely wishes to distance himself from the brand. And with the company's reputation being what it is, who can really blame him?
Ooh, a man positively reeking of business know-how could roll their R's like that. Bah, what a pity. I'm sure I could have scratched up enough bottle caps to purchase the company myself, if I had only known of it sooner. And children were less afraid of me.
You know, now that I think of it, this is quite the detailed sprite in this game, right? Because, like, Scrap Baby's hair has, like, these highlights on them and such. And as off the top of my head, as far as I know, that she's, like, kind of the only one. And you're basically just like a recolor of Golden Freddy. And Lefty, too, I guess? Yeah. Of course, like, all of these sprites are pretty complex. It's just that Scrap Baby looks the most complex looking, I guess. Alright.
This old moody place has me down in the dumps. I'd be jamming all night if not jammed with these chumps. They call me a freak, geek, even unsightly. All this critique, man, I'm getting it nightly. So please get me out, yeah, get me some space. Please get me over to your pizza place.
Eh? I did that in my first ultimate run attempt, so I was like, I gotta do it again, man.
Hello.
Okay. Da 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 da. Let's see here. Ah, no bueno. Uh-oh. Wait, hang on. Alright, there we go. Use a alright, Rena Burner. Fuzzy Dice. And the Talbot Vials. Okay. 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 Yeah. I think this might be it. I don't know. Let me just give the puppet this gift box. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I did. I'm just gonna wait for the endo to pass through. You know what? I did get caught in my first ultimate attempt. It was a FNAF 2 location, so you know what? Alright. Okay. Sorry. I already messed up. Okay. Great. What?
you're in here somewhere. I see things. Hello? Here! Oh, darn it! Look here! Oh, darn it! Look here! Oh, does somebody need a hug? Hello there. Oh, darn it! Hi! Hello there. Fiddlestick. Hello there. If I could just squeeze here. Stick in the wind.
Man, am I glad to see you. You know, I was thinking recently, we being a children's entertainment restaurant, I think the company should branch into toys. You know, I thought that was an interesting subject, and I thought you could bring it up to your boss. 'Cause, looking at the children and seeing the toys they bring in, all sorts of wonderful, colorful figurines and collectible action figures and marketable characters. I've thought to myself, you know, a lot has changed between now and when me and Orville grew up back in the 40s. See, back then, safety standards were subpar, and this was made very obvious by a lot of the sectors, but more importantly, children's toys were awfully strange. Now, I had a lot of arguments with Orville about this kind of stuff.
Hello there.
Specifically, we had this toy set, and it was really, you know, Orville came from a wealthy family, and they could afford all.
It's her.
Oh, right, you jerk! Give it up! What's your angle here?
I wouldn't know. I left my protractor back in the office.
Don't play dumb with me! I know you're up to something! Do you really expect me to believe the whole newbie shtick? Huh? Some guy just shows up someday and somehow knows exactly what to grab and exactly how to deal with it? No! You're someone else! I don't know who, but I know you are! Because if you weren't, Springtrap would have gutted you like a fish by now!
Well, if it would put your mind at ease, I suppose I can tell you a bit about me. Let's see now. My real name isn't Fritz. I discovered a new disease while working here. I know Bloom Boy's account information. And aside from what I've learned about the military-grade steel of some of the animatronics mechanisms use, that's just about it.
Oh, really? So you mean to tell me you don't know anything about the company's history? The Bite, the Big Bite, the Freddy Faz Color Recall, the MCI? None of that rings a bell?
CI, you say?
Yeah, the MCI. Surely you've at least heard of that, right?
Did you make that up? You made it up, didn't you?
You mean to tell me you haven't heard of the single most infamous event in this company's entire history? I should have figured. After all, if you did, I doubt you would still be... You know what? Why don't I tell you about it? So,
This place. Pretty run down these days, huh? But that wasn't always the case. Back in the 80s, gosh, Freddy's was the place to be. Everyone and their grandmother wanted to hang out here. If you were a kid, you wouldn't be caught dead anywhere else. Well, you get what I mean. Kids loved this place. I'm sure you can imagine how big the crowds were here. But among those happy crowds, there were a few kids who weren't so happy. The lonely ones. The ones who had trouble making friends. There they sat, far away from the crowds, all on their own, all sad and lonely. Until one day, a friend came their way. A man, one of the place's performers actually. He loved putting smiles on kids' faces, so he'd seek out the loneliest ones he could find. And, oh boy, was he good at his job. He'd help them beat the arcade games, sneak them toys from behind the prize corner, stuff like that. And the kids absolutely adored him. I mean, who wouldn't? Eventually, those kids' birthdays would come around. Nobody would show up, of course. That is, except for the man.
Why the long face, he'd say. Did you not like the gift I got for you? Oh, silly me. You must not have found it yet. I should have known. Here, I'll show you to it. Follow me.
They'd follow along, of course. Who would they be not to trust their best friend? He brought them to a back room, in a corner of the pizzeria few ever looked, and fewer ever ventured to.
Are you ready? Close your eyes,
He'd say, as he ushered them into the room. They went in, he followed behind. And just as they opened their eyes, there were 4 children in total. The police never found any of them. The police never found the man either. Do you want to know the funniest part? That man. He's been right here with you this whole time! That's right! You've been housing the killer in these walls this entire time! But you'll think twice about handling those animatronics now.
Haunted by the spirits of those children who died, and that's why they've been trying to kill me?
What? But you said you didn't... You knew this entire time?
Nope, I was just guessing.
Oh, you must think you're funny, don't you? Great, so this whole story was for nothing! Why did I even bother showing up? Okay, fine. No more dressing this up. Let me make this simple. Keep your hands off those robots. They're not yours to keep.
Deflated, the white rabbit returns to the darkness. Well, I suppose that explains Green Thing's odor. I thought it was just me this whole time. In fact, this whole thing stinks to high heaven. There's a piece missing here. Right, there's 2, actually. I should go grab them.
Jeez Louise. Alright.
It took you long enough. Glad to see you found your way here again.
The woods. Not what I was expecting, though I suppose this is a likely place to find bears and rabbits. Do I need to bring a live bear back?
Hey, I don't know any better than you. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for if you search hard enough. Either way, good luck. And don't bite off more than you can chew.
Alright, Editing Frosty is leaving. I'm going back to gameplay Frosty. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I already know who I want to get.
Frickbear was just trying to trick or treat.
Raining Ketchup. And Nixliz here. I got... Hang on, let me open this box for a second. S-P-R-I-N-G. There we go. Hello, Zachary Takari, Kario, and G-Zone. Alright, that's enough out of that. Alright, Radical Soda, you're joining my party. Okay, I'll get Retina Burner Plus. It's fine. I might need it, honestly. Okay. Doesn't matter if I get caught at this point. Alright. Okay. I beat Night 5 on my first try. I can do this. Well, not on my first try, but on my first attempt, rather. It just took me a while to, like, actually beat the night.
Look here! No! Hello there! Aw.
Oh, you're just the night guard I wanted to see. How you doing? I'm doing... I've been a little stressed out, actually. I've been thinking.
Somebody!
Video games that we had. The guys that bring in the console for kids' birthdays and such to play games. And normally, I'm not bothered by this, but... you know, it's... I've seen some of the stuff that the children have played, and some of it's relatively fine. You know, building block games, others such sorts. And there's sometimes, every once in a while, I see them playing some kind of shooting game, violent video games, and it doesn't feel like it in these halls, you know? And in the halls of our restaurant and this company, you know, bears and murder just don't go together. It's not right. We're a family restaurant for kids. Grown-ups alike, but I forget the line. But, you know, it's a wonderful place to feel safe and not really think about these sorts of things. I don't know, I just don't feel right about it. Anyway, speaking of concern for the children, have you seen the pizzas that they've been serving recently?
Hello there, dog.
I've been looking at the menu, and I actually went behind the kitchen to check it out. some of the ingredients that have been there for a little longer than I think is safe, honestly. I really think they should address that as soon as possible. That could lead to some problems down the line. Who am I to say? I'm not really one who eats pizza, nor much of anything, really, given that I'm, you know, a robot, I suppose. But anyway, I've got to run some errands, so I'll see you around.
Oh my gosh. This final night's gonna be terrible. Alright, hang on, let me take a breather. Alright, hang on, Mike. I need a breather. I'm going to pause the... Oof. Okay. Hopefully, I should have brought the tablet files. I got all the salvages. I got the masks. Oh, hopefully I did everything. Okay.
Well, it seems that despite our best efforts to warn you,
You still wound up seeing this thing through to the end. Seriously, what is your deal? Are you just doing this for fun? You didn't make anyone happy here. All you did was check us off.
for once, I agree with her. This really accomplished nothing. Our goals are fundamentally incompatible. If this was your way of finding a compromise between us, I'm afraid it was all in vain. If you want to do any good with what you've collected here, you'll need to choose between us.
Well, he's not gonna side with you, that's for sure. Although, I also doubt he'll want to side with me either, considering all that stuff I said last night. But hey, water under the bridge, eh? You got 4 lovely little animatronics here. Why don't we let bygones be bygones and make the most out of them? I'll be sure to reward you handsomely if you do.
If you're smart, you won't fall for such an obvious bribe. Listen, I understand that we may have gotten off on the wrong foot, but you do still have one last chance to do some good here. Hand over those masks, and you'll never have to hear from either of us again. Then, you'll be free to do whatever it is you're trying to do here. Will you make the right choice?
Well, I personally think...
Who's that?
Oh, those heavenly rings. Oh my gosh. What was the Fritz voice?
Oh, hold on, let me take this.
Wah!
Such visceral rage! What's the occasion?
I've been scammed, swindled, hoodwinked. When were you going to tell me about these files, huh?
Files? What files?
Yeah, is there another guy with you?
Ah, here, I'll put you on speaker so you can say hi.
Hi there, Mr. Bossman. Hey, chump, it's me, Hey, wait a second. I recognize that voice. You're the creep who's been loitering outside my restaurant. And you, the other guy, you two are trying to swindle my employees away, aren't you?
Ah, so you're the one who's decided to keep this walking corpse of a brand alive. I have to say, you're certainly living up to everything I expected you to be.
Grah, some nerve. Don't think I can't see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to get my employees to do your dirty work for you, when the only person they do unpaid work for is me. Now, get lost before you cost me any more of my time. My employee needs to get back to what really matters here. Making me rich.
Well, that's certainly what really matters.
He snatched the phone right out of your hands.
If you cared about what really mattered, you wouldn't have brought this company in the first place. Dragging on its miserable legacy, all for a couple pennies. You're absolutely despicable.
Yeah, not to mention nowhere near as charming as the old owner.
Quiet, you're not part of this. Well, if I could.
Come to think of it, I wouldn't exactly call you charming either. You're both obnoxious. Oh, please, you want to know the first thing about what makes a good manager. Do either of you have any idea what kinds of decisions I had to make? Like just last week, my favorite pizza place jacked up the price on their garlic powder pizza, so I had to fire half my staff to maintain a profit. You want a pizza? You can't just, I don't know, make your own. Oh, please, have you tried the pizza? You haven't made it.
Oh, angels above, both of you, listen, none of you have a single clue what you're getting yourselves into.
What did you say about motor? Like I said, difficult decisions. You have no idea how expensive.
What a strange feeling, you think. For once, everybody isn't gawking at you. You have so much to say, and yet you can't get anybody's attention. Your words falling on deaf ears isn't new to you, no. But to not even be heard at all, paid no mind whatsoever, it's new to you, isn't it? I don't want to listen to your big breakthrough, your tremendous theory to put all the pieces together. But without evidence, a theory is just that, a theory. That's when you feel your hand drifting toward those files you bought earlier. Your hand stops. You already know, don't you? You're too keen, too clever. The unseen agent guiding your hand to those files. Invisible to others, but you've seen it from the start. When you wanted to read them after buying them, they stopped you. You realize now that whoever they were, they needed that information to stay unknown until the right moment. Evidently, that would mean the right moment is now. Untold research and scientific breakthroughs are just around the corner. All puppeteered to come together by your unseen agent. But if there's no reason for them to stay unseen anymore, then why don't we read them together?
Oh, I knew the voice in my head sounded different.
Oh, Fritz, you are such a dear. The company's new president is putting in one hell of an effort to save what little face we have left before the sales go through. All the documents in this folder were supposed to be destroyed, and I was the one put in charge of destroying them. But screw him. I've put up with being a corporate slave long enough. People deserve the truth, and even if it costs me my job, even if it costs me everything, they'll get it. This folder contains everything. Documentation on every single tragedy the company so desperately wants covered up. Do with it what you will. Clark. Children disappear. Parents blame local diner. Lore Mipsum. I do not remember the rest of the words. Police report Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Persons of interest Henry Emily, Ralph Callahan, and William Afton. Do not let them find out about the murder robot bunker. Illusion disc. Be careful, hostile. Honestly, this is like such a neat way of like kind of like tying all the like the main salvageable animatronics together, because like these are the twisted tier, these are like the sister locations, the main animatronics, the toys, etc., etc. All right. 2004. Oh. Shortly, this is like I don't remember the exact date the place went bankrupt, but this is like close around that time. We've been hemorrhaging money for close to 2 decades now. Our cost-cutting measures bought us some time, but it certainly didn't do any favors for our reputation. By all means, this company is a sinking ship. But I'm its captain, and you know how the saying goes. The fact of the matter is that my job here is far from over. Those spirits are still trapped inside my machines, and if this company goes under, they'll still be there. At first, I found the very concept of this almost impossible to fathom, but it's thanks to, well, let's call him a friend, that I've finally begun to wrap my head around it. In fact, that same friend seems to know how they can be set free. It does pain me to do this to my own creations, but it's what needs to be done. The pieces have been put in place. Things will be made right soon enough. 5 days later. It didn't work. I was so sure that it would. Everything was set up properly. The execution went exactly how we planned it. It should have worked. Why didn't it work? I've begun seeing them here, out there, everywhere. I see. Around the corners, down hallways, shadows dancing in the fringes of my vision, even in the corners of my own home, anywhere the light doesn't reach. These 4 have had their bodies laid to rest. Their killer has long since faced justice for what he's done. Their cages have been reduced to nothing but ash. By all our knowledge, there isn't anything more they could need. And yet, this puzzle hasn't been completed. At first, I thought, what more could they want? But no, that isn't the question we need to be asking. I've worked with plenty of children, and if they want something, they'll let you know it, bless their little hearts. No, what I should be asking is, if the picture isn't complete, then what's the missing piece? I'll need to dig deeper. I finally found it. My hands are shaking as I write this. Perhaps I should call myself, but I find myself unable to wait to document this revelation. There was one last loose end we had yet to tie up, someone we had forgotten about. I'll be doing this on my own. My associate has been of great help, but I do not wish to burden with this. After all, this has always been my cross to bear. It is entirely possible that I won't make it back to tell the tale, but that does not concern me any longer. As long as those 4 can finally move on, as long as she can move on, it's time I finally tie this last loose end. Happy 10th, Cassidy. Poor Henry. He never did make it back to tell the tale.
Hey, Fritz, buddy. What do you think you're doing here, huh? Come on, old pal. You know a little watchman like yourself shouldn't be sticking their nose in confidential company files. Why don't you just hand over that little old folder? My bad. And things can go on just as they should, yeah? After all, I'm sure you wouldn't want to end up like Henry. You, aren't gonna give it back, are you? Alright, I get it.
I see what you're trying to do here. You think by collecting all of these artifacts, by bringing them all together in one place, you can save everyone, don't you? Free all those poor little souls. And destroy everything we built up here in the process. Well, have you considered? Maybe things are better this way?
Come on, Fritz. You see it too, don't you? They love it here. Those poor kids. Who knows what waits for them on the other side, am I right? But here, they got friends to make, games to play, smiles to bring. And somehow you think that's a bad thing. You know what? Maybe you just don't have the right perspective on everything. Here, Fritz.
I really do hate to do this to you, you know. You were one of my favorites. But hey, I think I know a way I can make it up to you. How about a little trip down memory lane? I'm gonna die so many times. Bring it on, kid. No, sorry, just checking out how long I was recording.
Oh, darn it! Hello there! No!
Nine tries. 10? I don't know. Oh, I actually did it. I do have to say, before we get into this, like, I think after like my first attempt, this try definitely felt a little easier, and that entire section trying to fend off Frickbear did feel a little easier than Night 5 for some reason. I don't know. I also got lucky with like Mangle just not appearing, and Springtrap like pretty much didn't move at all, so I was like, okay, this is it, guys. It seems like no matter how hard I try, you just won't let me have my way, huh? Gosh, you really are stubborn. I don't want all this to end. I don't want my friends to leave me behind. I know what I've done is selfish. I know it's wrong, but I couldn't let Henry take away the only friends I've ever known. I couldn't let you get in the way of me keeping them here. Keeping them here. I'm sorry. I told the others there was nothing waiting for us after this, but the truth is, I don't know what's gonna happen to us when we move on. And we reach the other side. And the thought of that, it terrifies me. What if there's nothing? What if after everything we've done, it's just black, total nothingness, an unending void, an eternity where I can't even find comfort in my own screams? I can't go there. I can't be forgotten. I can't be left behind. Can't it just stay this way forever? Time is a scary thing. No matter what we do, time won't wait for us. Whether we're out in the yard, unaware of its presence, or watching it slowly tick away on the clock overhead, time will not stop. So why should we? Why should we sit in contempt, willing to let this idea of eternity frighten us? Why shouldn't we take action? Make time catch up with us? Complacency is tempting, yes, but could you just dream of what may come next? What if there's more on the other side? What if there's something new? But what if it's just more suffering? What if it hurts? We'll let it hurt. We'll let it try. Excuse me. I'm tearing up a little. We'll push beyond whatever waits for us. Heads to the sky. You and I have survived more than death itself. I'd like to see it try and make us hurt. We felt more than pain. We felt pride. We felt dread. Excuse me, I'm tearing up a little more. This is my first time reading Prince's dialogue. I've only seen a screenshot of it once a while ago. I haven't seen the full thing until now. And now, there's nothing left for you here. But there's everything beyond. No more dingy back rooms, no more greasy floors, and no more hideous night guards. Seriously, talk about low standards. Have you seen the last guy they hired? No, really, have you seen that big red clown here of his? Oh no, Prince, don't say all that. Sorry, no, I think I'm just kind of crying now. Have you seen that big red clown hair of his? His weird red eyes and the way he walks? And his shabby tie and his grimy shirt. Oh my god, has he even heard of a shower? Gosh, now I really feel bad about trying to kill you. So has everyone else in this building. I'm used to it. Now, you've got somewhere to be, don't you? Yeah. It's time to go. Let me tell you the health department. Oh my gosh. Wow. I can't believe a fan game would make me cry like this, honestly. I think it didn't help that I was also like trying to act sad when I was doing Cassidy's voice. Because I was trying to get a little sad there. With the masks having been left behind, Michael decided to take matters into his own hands. His loose ends had finally been tied up, leaving nothing but a smoldering pizzeria behind. Seriously, what a great game. Free of Springtrap's influence, Vanabelle snapped out of her obsession and reconnected with some of her old friends. She's become more involved in other fandoms now. Man, just when Fritz was like Cheering Cassidy up, that really got me.
I found your calling card, and I got you so off guard.
The boss was able to secure a huge insurance payout after his establishment went up in flames. He wonders why he never tried burning the place down himself.
You see the other day.
This was so worth it. Doing the lunatic on this final ending, that was so worth it. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad I like did all the difficulties and just like kind of built up my skills from there. Just I'm satisfied. Fritz would never be truly admired for his boundless intellect, but he doesn't mind. He's found another way to be immortalized. Good for him. Yeah, I feel I'm a little better after after the credits. Only 15 deaths? Like I'm taking a screenshot of this. I got a little more deaths during a regular lunatic run, right? Alright, hang on, let me save this just to... Alright, this would technically be like run 6, I think. Because I didn't actually finish my first ultimate attempt because I did not want to. There was no way. A little disappointing, but you know.
Phew, what a ride, huh? Oh, right. Let me take this off.
Alright, I still feel a little congested, but I'll do my best.
Hi there, Fritz. Recognize me? Sorry for not showing myself sooner. I'm sure you were wondering where that little voice in your head was coming from. Oh, and thanks for keeping the music box running this whole time, too. Either way, it seems like what you said to Cassidy really got through to him. Him and the others have all departed now. Which I suppose means I better be on my way, too. I can only imagine how happy my dad will be once he sees us all again. You know, I guess all of this is to say, you're a real cool person, Fritz. Thank you for taking this journey with us.
What a way to end off the game. That is such a great payoff. And that's everyone. The fact that this game is so goofy and unserious gave us a unique opportunity. Namely, by setting the player's expectations so low, it meant that if we did decide to put something deliberately creepy in the game, it would be way, way more effective. That was our whole philosophy behind Frickbear. I was just thinking of something, I'll talk about it after. We wanted him to feel like he was as out of place in this game as possible, not only for the aforementioned shock value, but also because it seemed appropriate for the route he was the final boss of. You know, seeing as it's the one where you as a player have to go out of your way to defy the intended structure of the game. Now, here's the thing. I can't actually 3D model Rick. In fact, nobody on the dev team at the time this idea was conceived really had the know-how to pull it off. My backup plan was to just make Fredbear 2D and puppet animated like everyone else, just with more detailed airbrush shaded sprites, sort of like a Walton Files character. But luckily, we just so happened to know a guy who knew a guy, and that guy was Marco Antonio, who created Fredbear's models and did all his animations. I really have him and him alone to thank for Fredbear being as cool as he is here. His visuals turned out even cooler than I could have imagined, and certainly a lot cooler than what I could have done if I had stuck with the original idea. Seriously, like, absolutely beautiful. Like, I think the first time I saw him was like at least a few months before the game released. Like, I'll just try to retell this the best I can. I was like in a VC with some buddies of mine. Rick was there too, I think. Yeah. And I think Zach was streaming the game to us, and he had a build where they like implemented Fredbear, and like that was the first time I saw him. I was like so amazed, like wow. And like when I saw him, when I knew like all the stuff that you had to do, at least some of the stuff you had to do, at least like this guy is the reason why I learned how to play Minesweeper. I'm still not very good at it. I know how it kind of works, but I can't win consistently. It's just Fredbear is the reason why I started doing Minesweeper, because I knew I had to do that if I wanted any chance of beating him.
Oh hey, that's me!
This entry wasn't originally intended to be in the game, but Zach made a fan icon so we'd have something to represent overheat deaths in the stats menu. That makes sense, yeah. And from there, I thought it'd be funny to throw it in the character gallery as a bonus for getting out the other gallery entries. Plus, it doubles as a quirky little FNAF World reference. Now, there may or may not be 2 other secret gallery entries that could be unlocked. I think I know what those are. I think that those challenges are like the custom night challenges. I don't think I can do that, especially if one of the challenges is like, what, 4720? I can't do that. I cannot do that. Everyone, thank you for taking this journey with us. Frickbears isn't over quite yet. Still got that endless update coming, I don't know when. So, you know, you guys, stay tuned for that. I don't know if I'll cover that in this channel, but I mean, I encourage you to check out Frickbears 3 for yourself. And maybe whenever, and Endless, maybe whenever that comes out, so yeah.